We love getting your questions, so we want you to keep them coming via Facebook, Twitter, and on our webpage. Who knows, we might just answer your question here in the studio audience next. Welcome back to the Daily Helpline. Our special guest today is the amazing Tisha Campbell-Martin. We are enjoying you so much. She is amazing. She's amazing. And I want to tell you, today we're doing a little something new, okay? We have each selected recent headlines that kind of jumped out and caught our attention. And we thought we'd offer some unsolicited advice, if you will.
We do that every day.
You know, I just love to put my unsolicited advice out there. So let me talk about the first one, okay? This one really got me. And this is the story of the mom that's facing 10 years in prison for letting her daughter play in the park unsupervised. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but a 46-year-old single mother, Deborah Harrell, she was arrested and accused of abandoning her 9-year-old daughter for allowing her to go to a neighborhood park and play unsupervised while she went to work at a nearby fast food restaurant. Now, this is the thing about this story that makes it so interesting to me, because they live in a small community, and this is something that kind of happens where all the parents, and some of us have grown up this way, we know. You have that little community park, everybody plays, and then you have other parents in the neighborhood that are kind of checking in and playing and all of those things. But the thing is, they actually arrested this mom. They took the child and put her in protective custody for 17 days, and now the mom is facing 10 years in prison for felony neglect. And so I wonder, is this really a harsh punishment, or is this just for the situation? 10 years.
That's a little much. That's a lot much. Let me just say this.
Is it a lot much?
I'm sorry. We grew up, I know, in an era where you come in before the lights go on.
Hey, don't let the street
Don't
lights
let the
beat
street
you
lights
home.
beat you home. And we were good. We ran all over the place, and we were outside a lot. I mean, I don't know. I don't look at it as abusive, because maybe that's just the way I grew up.
Yeah.
You know,
neglectful, though. Would you say it's
neglect? I wouldn't say it was neglect.
So that's where I am. I mean, there's part of me that obviously I think the punishment is a little harsh.
Yeah.
But to wake this mom up and say, how old is it? 9 years old?
9 years old.
Left your 9-year-old for 6 hours in the park, unsupervised, by themselves, and had done that multiple times.
Right,
if I recall.
right.
This happened over a period, and I get it.
Like over a period of a month, she left her like 9 times.
Well, do you need a wake-up call? Yes. Do you need 10 years in prison? Absolutely not.
Yeah, I think this is punishing somebody who's already having a hard enough time. We're going to keep our fingers crossed on this one.
Well, here's another recent story that I found interesting. It's a meteorologist at a news station in Knoxville, Tennessee, my home state, posted her response to a letter from a viewer criticizing her appearance on social media. Ooh. And, you know, this one was interesting. Her name's Julia Johnson, and she's a meteorologist in Knoxville. And she had someone recently send her a letter, and it was a handwritten letter. The part that I don't have respect for is that the person who wrote this letter was anonymous. You know what? If you're going to critique somebody, you need to have the nerve to put your name on it and stand behind it.
Tell me where you live so I can come see you. How about that?
So how would you have dealt with the criticism?
You know, the great thing about social media is that you can go in nowadays and go on Twitter or go on Instagram, and you can have a rebuttal.
Yeah.
And you can say what truth is now.
Yeah.
So if for people who do this job that we have, you know, now we have the opportunity to say, no, this is my truth. This is who I am.
She responded saying, you know what, I'm not on here to please everybody, and I wear what I like because I like it and it makes me feel like who I am.
I hope it rains on your head.
I want to hear what you think.
Well, you know, that's a difficult thing, because what I've learned is I've learned how to take it in, and if it fits, then I do something with it. If it doesn't, I let it go.
So I have something. Infant twins of celebrity wedding planner, you guys know him, David Totera, and his ex-partner, their twins have never met. Yeah. So basically, David Totera and his ex-partner fertilized an egg and implanted it in the same surrogate. So both twins, one is David's and one is his ex-partner's. Now, they're going through a very nasty split right now. And their 13-month-old kids have never met. So my question is, how important is it for the twins to really get to know each other? I mean, they're brother and sister.
You know, I mean, I feel so strongly about this one, and I think that, you know, and sorry, David, sorry to your partner. I don't know you guys. It's not a personal judgment on you, but I think this is the most selfish thing that you could do. I I really do, because these are siblings. These are siblings, and at the end of the day, you know, I'm a parenting coordinator. I work with parents who are in high conflict divorces who can't get along, and so what I try to teach them is that it's not about you, it's about your children, and they have to be here one day when you won't be, and so that bond is imperative, and at that young an age, you're building the bridge. So if the two of you can't get it together, especially with all the money and the opportunity and the help that you have, get somebody that can. Have a play date for those children on a regular basis and make sure that that brother and sister know each other. It's just wrong. It's wrong on every level for me.
Well,
It is.
I agree. We need to get help and get it together. So get your stuff together so that you can give them a life.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't know. Yeah, we don't know what's happening in their relationship, like you said. Like, you know, we don't know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, we got babies involved.
Exactly. It
Well
has
said.
nothing to do with you.
We'll be right back with more of the Daily Helpline.
Coming up.
I gave myself 3 days to feel sorry for myself and for my kids. 3 days to mourn the loss of what I wanted him to be.
We love getting your questions, so we want you to keep them coming via Facebook, Twitter, and on our webpage. Who knows, we might just answer your question here in the studio audience next.